Well, good evening, everybody. Live from Dan Barnett Field. It's high school football action, week 2 action here. The Argonaut Mustangs taking on the Union Mine Diamondbacks here. Welcome back, everybody, to to a new season of high school football action. I'm Jake Geedy. Joined me is Frank Howerson. Frank, how are you?
I'm doing great tonight. And, you know, it's just so exciting to be back in a normal type of situation with high school football, with fans in the stands and cheerleaders and bands. And it's just an exciting time of the year. And it just, after what we've been through in the last year and a half or so, this is just part of Americana that's kind of back to what we're doing here. And I'm just thrilled to be here for this first game for the Argonaut Mustangs tonight in the 2021 season, and really looking forward to the entire rest of the season. Tonight, Argonaut Mustangs, they play their first game of the year. They're hosting the Union Mine Diamondbacks, who had a great start of their season last year as they defeated Dixon last week. Scored a 34-6. Now, you know, we've called a lot of Union Mine football games over the last couple of years, and I see a different team. They've had a lot of changes over the years that we've been doing this, and they've got a very talented football team, a very talented quarterback. Last week, their quarterback threw for 2 touchdowns. He also ran for 2 touchdowns.
They looked very tight in pregame as well.
And they're big. They have a big roster. But, you know, you look at the Argonaut side of the ball. Argonaut has a lot of skilled players coming back. They got Fage, they got McElfish, they got Saunders, they got Flores, they got their quarterback, Bo Davis.
Yes.
The question that needs to be answered for me for the Mustangs tonight is, what is their line play going to look like? You know, they had a very young line last year, especially the right side of their line. For whatever reason, a lot of those players didn't come back out this year. So they've got a lot of new bodies in those positions. And line play is so important for this offense.
Absolutely.
Bo Davis took a huge leap last year as we saw him as he progressed from his sophomore year. I expect some big things out of him. And like I said, they have a lot of good skilled position players on this team, but I think they're going to have their work cut out for them tonight.
Yeah, and we talked a bit about before the game about depth on the roster, and we see the size of Union Mine's roster, and you know, obviously Argonaut we've had number problems in the past, but I'm wondering if this is just going to be with two-way players, if you're just going to tire out.
Well, you know, we're going to see through the league. You know, last week when we did the Calaveras game, Calaveras only suited up 18 players.
Yes.
Now that's an issue. Now, as the season goes on, that's an issue. Last night, Calaveras just got their hat handed to them by Escalon, 41-0. That was actually the only Mother Lode League game that played last night. All the other games were postponed. The Argonaut game, the Somerville game, the Sonora game, due to air quality because of the fire. Amador did not play series. I don't know why. I have not been able to find out information. That game was like it was wiped out of schedule. But that game was not played last night and is not being made up.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened there. So all the other Mother Lode League games are being played tonight, from my understanding anyway.
Yes.
But we're excited to be here. You know, I need to give a shout out to our pregame sponsor, Camps Propane.
Yes. Yeah, so we're going to take a real quick break here from Camps Propane, and we'll be back and we'll talk about what some of the keys to the game are from Dan Barnett Field. So we'll be right back after this.
A longtime supporter of youth activities in Amador County, the folks at Camps Propane hope you enjoy tonight's high school football action on Hometown Radio. Visit Camp's showroom on Highway 88 in Pioneer. Ask about the Easy Saver program and senior discounts available. And you'll never run out of gas again with Camp's Smart System Tank Monitoring program. They also carry a complete line of RV supplies, gas refrigerators, and barbecues. For more information, visit Camps Propane in Pioneer or their website at campspropane.com. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here at Dan Barnett Field here for Week 2 action. Now, Frank, we talked a bit about both teams, about what happened in the Motherlode League with the games that happened, and, of course, Calaveras has lost to Escalon. But talking about this game now, I know it's early in the season. We haven't seen much from either team, but from what we've seen historically, what do you think the keys to this game are for both sides?
Well, I really think for Argonaut it's going to be their line play. Yeah. That's the big question mark that I have for this team. I think they're pretty solid at their skill positions on the offense, and a lot of those guys that I mentioned, they're all playing DB, safety. Bo Davis is their linebacker. Mm-hmm. He's their starting quarterback. So I think they've got a good foundation on both sides of that football. However, this team likes to throw the football from what we've seen last week in Union Mine. And the easiest way to slow down a passing game is with a pass rush.
Yes.
And, we saw it last week in Calaveras when they played the game against
McNair.
Yes. Every time McNair got in an obvious passing situation, Calaveras sent the blitz. Mm-hmm. And McNair, not believing in the punt, they turned the ball over on downs 5 times in that game. But it was all because of the blitz. They got aggressive on that third down, obvious passing situation. And want to see how Argonaut is going to handle that tonight, whether they're just going to feel good about dropping back in coverage. Mm-hmm. But the question mark for me is I want to see how that line play is tonight.
Yeah. So, we did talk about Union Mine having a bit of a pass game as they did that. So I think the secondary is going to have their work cut out for them, especially if they passed and ran so effectively. And QB contain, I think, is going to be another really big mark here because of how mobile their quarterback was.
Well, because obviously he can run. He scored 2 touchdowns rushing. He threw for 2 touchdowns. The game kind of, the score kind of dictates how your offense runs and what the call. Because, I say they've got a good passing game. He was only 8 for 12. He only threw 12 passes. But he threw for 128 yards and 2 touchdowns.
So there's something right there.
And then he rushed for 2 more. Mm-hmm. So as you look at the game, they were ahead 13-0 after 1 quarter. Mm-hmm. Okay? They were ahead 20-6 at halftime. So you start getting more into a clock-eating mode than opening up their offense. But I think they have the ability to do that if they need to. So it'll be interesting to see what happens tonight, and it's really going to be about if Argonaut can keep the ball in their hands, they can eat clock, keep the possessions short for Union Mine. You could slow down that score. That's what you want to do in this game tonight. I really believe that Argonaut wants to control the clock. They want to slow the game down because I don't think they can compete in a wide open game.
Yeah. Well, the coin toss just happened, so it looks like Union Mine won the toss. They've elected to defer. Mustangs will
No, it
receive.
looks like the Mustangs won and they deferred.
He went over and touched Union Mine and then did that. So
okay, because Argonaut always defers.
Yeah, they always defer. Yeah. So a little bit of a different situation for the Mustangs than they're normally used to here. But anyway, we're going to go ahead. This is going to wrap it up for the pregame show. Remember, we want to thank Camps Propane, our pregame sponsor. We'll be back with kickoff and more in just a couple minutes. Joey's going to get mic'd up, and thank you so much for tuning in. We're good to be back.
Stay tuned. Game number 1. I'm excited.
I know, me too.
Hope you are too.
All right.
A longtime supporter of youth activities in Amador County, the folks at Camps Propane hope you enjoy tonight's high school football action on Hometown Radio. Visit Camp's showroom on Highway 88 in Pioneer. Ask about the EC Saver program and senior discounts available. And you'll never run out of gas again with Camp's Smart System Tank Monitoring program. They also carry a complete line of RV supplies, gas refrigerators, and barbecues. For more information, visit Camps Propane in Pioneer or their website at campspropane.com.
Football fans, stay in touch with Conifer Communications high-speed internet wherever you are. Stream the game live, connect with fans during and after the game, Facebook Live the winning play, or upload those Instagram photos. Conifer Communications may be local, but offers big-time internet service with fast speed, no data limits, plus VoIP phone service. Connect with Conifer today, 866-378-8393, or stop by their office in San Andreas on Highway 49.
Remember when going for a walk around the block was easy and pain-free? Future you is ready to feel like that again. Mark Twain Medical Center's orthopedic experts are with you throughout the process, from first consultation to your last physical therapy session, so you can get back to living without joint pain, and future you can wander far and wide. Visit marktwainmedicalcenter.org/orthopedics. Mark Twain Medical Center. Hello, human kindness. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Dan Barnett Field where they have just started the national anthem. We'll be back with high school football action from Dan Barnett Field in just a moment.
Before we head back out to the field, Frank, at Dan Barnett Field, we're getting an update here on the Sadie fire. This is the fire that broke out in the McCallamy Hill area. It looks like they have got a good handle on the fire. And again, this fire broke out earlier this evening, Haver Road, north of Doster Road, just south of last night's Whiskey Fire. The Sadie fire burning outside of McCallamy Hill. Looks like they've got a good handle on it, and it looks like it will be contained at possibly no larger than 10 acres. So that's good news. All right, let's head back to Dan Barnett Field, where Frank and I believe Joey are standing by for the kickoff.
All right, thanks. Yeah, we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. The national anthem has just played. Jake Geedy, Joey Geedy, and Frank Halverson. Joey, how you doing, man?
Good, man. Good to be here, Jake. Good to be here.
Good to be. Yeah, good. All right, so kickoff's about to go on.
All right, well, Joey.
Yeah, there you go, Joe. You should
there we
hear
go.
that.
Now
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries.
that was
okay,
on my bad.
I got to ask.
Yes.
You know, your first game.
My first game.
As a head football coach.
First game as a football coach.
Yeah, not just a head. Okay, thanks for the clarification.
Yes.
Yes. Being on the sidelines is a little different than sitting up here in the booth, huh?
You know, it's a lot different. And you know what? It was, the score didn't turn out for us right, but our boys stayed intense the entire time. I really didn't see any quit in them. And, it just got outplayed. I think, any given team, any given Sunday, I guess Friday night. But, no, I'm really proud of our boys and, back to the drawing board for next week and Houston coming up.
Well, it's a work in progress. Obviously, last year was what it was.
Right.
And which actually it's funny when I think about it because we were just doing this last spring.
Right.
We actually played football in the spring, right? So it wasn't that many months ago, but it was way different than it is today. So anyway, we're excited to be here tonight. Union Mine's going to kick off. They won the toss. They deferred. Argonaut will be receiving. Out to kick for Union Mine is as soon as he puts the football down and turns around, I can tell you who he is.
Number 6.
Number 6, that is Joe Rapaz. He's a senior, wide receiver, defensive back, as well as the kicker. And back deep, without even looking at the numbers, I'm going to guess it's McElfish, Flores, and Saunders. How close was I?
You got Saunders and you got McElfish, but it's actually Colby Eckhart. I believe that Mateo Flores might be out for this game with COVID.
Oh, okay. Well,
yes.
The ball was picked up by Josiah Saunders at about the 15-yard line. He gets back up to around the 20. That's where Argonaut will have it the first series of this game, 1st and 10. Bo Davis, of course, the senior quarterback, will be directing the offense tonight for the Mustangs as they get ready for their first series of the 2021 fall season. I normally don't need to quantify that it's a fall season or whatever. But
with our double season this year.
Yeah, with the double season, that's what we got. Davis is going to operate with the shotgun. Motion coming from the right. Davis is going to keep it himself, goes right up the middle, gets across the 25 to about the 27. Good, nice gain on the play, a gain of about 6. Let's call it 2nd down and 4.
Looks like it's taken down by number 7 there. That's Nick Conant for Union Mine here. Playing linebacker right up there in the middle.
So 2nd down and 4 after the gain of 6 on the quarterback keep by Davis. They're going to give a little reverse to the inside. That was to number
15. That was Eckhart.
15, Colby Eckhart. Stop for no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Expect Davis to look to pass. One thing we saw in the spring season this year is Argonaut really changed their route tree. They had a lot of different plays that I had not seen Argonaut run before as Davis got more comfortable, as he got a little bigger, was able to control the ball a little more. So 3rd down and 4, motion comes from the left. They're going to try to give it around the end. That's the number 11, Josiah Saunders. He gets the 1st down. Great
block
play
out there. Was that 12 Phage? Yeah, great block by Randy Phage out there on the right side, taking that corner all the way out, created a hole for him just to go up to that side.
It really didn't look like he was going to be able to get the yards that was necessary, but Phage put a nice block
right
on
there,
there.
the top, on the far right of your screen there,
right here,
taking that corner all the way out of the play, creating that hole for him. That was awesome.
About at the 34-yard line, that allowed Saunders to get up to the 40. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. And we'll see, again, as I talked about the line play, maybe they're going to play a little more outside the tackles and inside. Straight ahead handoff this time. That was to number 28, Robert Spigarelli. Gain of about 4 on the play up to about the 44-yard line. It will set up a 2nd down and 6. Joe, you've probably been practicing and seeing a lot. I don't know if you guys do any practices together or whatever, just based on the number of players that you have on your team. So you're pretty familiar with what they're doing, what they want to do.
Right. Argonaut's got a lot of speed this year. There really is a lot of speed in there.
Inside handoff this time. Close to the 1st down, but he was taken down. I believe that was it Eckhart?
That was Eckhart right there, yeah. And that's one of the guys, honestly, I think that Colby Eckhart, I would say, is one of the fastest runners in this league. He was a track star. He played baseball. Last season, he was playing that slot, that outside receiver for them. That's really what's opened up this offense, I think, is the fact that they have as much speed as they do in the positions that they have, and they've got depth.
Well, one of the things that I talked about, they have skill position players. When they got Saunders and Phage and McElfish and Eckhart and Davis, they're skill position players. They've got some talent there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's the interior on both the offense and the defense that I need to see.
Mm-hmm. Well, and especially, too, it's a young line. It's a line that's not as experienced because, again, it goes back to even our JV guys. There's a lot of these guys who haven't played for not even just a year, but almost 2 years now. There's guys who have such a gap in the last time that they played football that, bringing it back, and especially, too, this isn't the exact same, cut and dry, flex bone offense that the Argonaut Mustangs typically run.
Well, 5-yard penalty on Argonaut, so it sets them back 5. Davis wants to throw the first pass, overthrown, incomplete. That'll set up a 3rd down and call it a long 7.
And that one again was intended for 15, Colby Eckhart.
So Flores in to the game now. It's 4th down. Flores is going to go back into punt formation. That was the 3rd down incompletion there. Going back deep for Union Mine is number 6, Joe Rapaz. A high, kind of a floating snap, but he gets off a high kick.
Pump.
Going to hit it about the 35, and it'll be down right there by number 11. That's Josiah Saunders. Union Mine will take over for their first possession of the game.
Looks like about the 36, 37-yard line.
I think they're going to spot it just across the 35-yard line. We'll call it 36. And we'll see what Union Mine have. Their quarterback coming out, as I said earlier, Calvin Owens. He rushed for 2 touchdowns last week. He threw for 2 touchdowns last week. And I think the score dictated a little bit what they were calling in the second half as they jumped out 13-0 in the first quarter and 20-6 at halftime. So they only threw the ball 12 times. However, they had 8 completions and 2 touchdowns. So Owens under center. Split back formation, rolling to the right. Throws out complete to number 1. Tackled, but after a gain of about 8, it was complete to Scott Smith.
Just left his flats wide open. The DN just kind of bit up on that one and didn't respect the tight end drawing off on that outside.
Call it a gain of 7. It'll be second down and 3.
And the other thing, too, having this athletic kind of a quarterback, and especially with the offense they run, they could run an option off of this. I mean, they very well could run an option.
Max McCracken on that, just instead of staying with the back coming out, he kind of pulled in that left the wide open receiver in the flat. Second down, straight ahead handoff. That's a first down and more. That was number 4, Parker Mallett. So that'll move the chains. It'll be first down for the Diamondbacks. The ball is going to be placed right at the 50-yard line. Union Mine looks like they got a little bit of size on their roster. Number 77 there, it looks like on the right tackle. I don't have a 77. I got a 78. Maybe I read that number wrong.
No, that's a 77 right there at that left
that's
tackle.
what I thought, too. He's a big,
big
boy.
old left tackle.
It was hard to miss that one. But, nice run off the right side. He's going to be down just short of the first down, a gain of about 9. I think that was number 15. Was that Springer, Colton Springer for Union Mine? If you look at the replay here, had an ice hole on that right side, broke 1 tackle.
Really great push by that right side offensive line.
So that'll set up a second down. We'll call it 2, so gain 8 on the play. I formation for Union Mine. Calvin Owens under center. Second man through, gets hit right at the line of scrimmage, stops short of the first down. Nice job there. That was Scott Smith on the carry. Let's see if I can get a number on the tackle.
That was 23, Bo Davis. Stuffed him right up the hole from that linebacker position. See Davis sitting up front there in the 3 linebackers position. As he goes up, identifies, sits right in the hole.
Came right through the hole, man,
right
and brought him down. Nice
him.
job by Davis there. So it'll be third down and 1. Ball at the 41-yard line. 2 receivers split out to the left. Split formation in the back. Owens is going to keep it himself, and he's got some room. He busts over to the 32-yard line. I don't know if that just surprised everybody, but that's a big hole for a quarterback sneak.
Must have just kind of caught everybody off guard with this one.
We'll look at the replay here.
Looks like
great block by number 64. He just blew the guard right off the line. That was John Murphy. And Owens was able to get right through there, take the ball up the 29-yard line, first and 10 for the Diamondbacks. Motion coming from the left side. They're going to give it to number 6, trying to get around the right. He gets around the 30, 25-yard line, tackled at about the 24. That was Joe Rapaz. So nice gain on the play, gain of 6. It'll be second down and 4.
Taken down on the outside there, looked like by number 32. That's Braden Welch. Corner from the outside coming up and making that tackle.
We were talking about earlier, you don't want your DBs and your safeties to be your leading tacklers.
No.
Second down. Split back formation behind Owens. Straight ahead handoff to number 4, this time battling through. Going to get close to the first down as he kept churning. That was Parker Mallett on the carry.
They really are just getting a good push right up in that interior line.
Is enough to move the chains. So that'll be first and 10. Ball's going to be placed at the 19-yard line. So Union Mine has gone on a very methodical, time-consuming drive here with 4:45 left here in the first quarter. First and 10 for the Diamondbacks. Single back in the backfield this time. Motion coming from the left. Owens wants to throw. He's looking. He doesn't find anybody. Now he's rolling to the left. He's got lots of room to roll, but he finds a receiver wide open in the end zone. That's a touchdown to number 6, Joe Rapaz. A 19-yard touchdown, Owens to Rapaz. And, you know, Owens had lots of room to run there. But he kept looking, and he kept looking, and he found his receiver wide open on the left side of the end zone. And instead of just tucking it in, and I think he might have got close to the end zone himself, threw a nice 19-yard touchdown pass, and Union Mine gets on the board at the 4:23 mark.
Well, it's all about that patience, just waiting for your offensive line to set up their blocks, getting your receivers out there, and then finding their holes and split back on that cornerback there.
All right, on to try the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. 4:23 left to go in the first quarter. Union Mine takes their opening possession, scores a 19-yard touchdown. Owens to Rapaz. They'll lead at 7-0. We'll be back with more first quarter action right after this.
Central State Credit Union is a great place to begin your search for a new vehicle, and you can share the benefits of your membership by referring family and friends. Just like you, they can save a lot of money with a great rate and a lot of time at the dealership by going in with a pre-approval. Invite your family and friends to experience the difference today. Applying for an auto loan is easy with options including in-branch or online application and pre-approval. Visit them online at centralstatecu.org or call them at 444-5300. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by NCUA. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back at Dan Barnett Field. Scoreboard shows Union Mine 7, Mustangs 0. Union Mine set to kick off, guys.
Well, Rapaz back out to kick. Right now, so far, we've seen a whole lot of number 6.
Yeah.
He's kicking, he's catching, he's running, he's doing it all. High, short kick, fielded at about the 15-yard line. I believe that's by Saunders, across the 25 to the 30. To the 35, breaks down to the 40, to the 45, still on his feet, across the 50-yard line. Nice return there. Let me double check. I believe that was Saunders.
Yeah. That was number 7, Josiah Sanders.
Beautiful return by Saunders. Up the ball is going to be placed at the Union Mine 47, called the 47-yard line. So after the great return by Saunders, Mustangs have great field position to start their second possession of the night. All right, Bo Davis operating from the shotgun, down 7-0. Motion coming from the right. They're going to give it to him, trying to get around the right side. That was number 18, I believe. That was Prather.
That was actually that was 15.
Colby Eckhart. Excuse me. Gain of about 6 on the play. It'll set up a 2nd down and 4.
You know, and again, Eckhart's got fantastic speed to get around that edge. It's just, it almost seems that they're just stringing it out just far enough to where he can't hit that edge and put his foot in the ground and push up.
Well, the problem's going to be for Argonaut, unless they can show they can run the ball inside to control that interior, it's easy for the defense to just spread out outside and push everything in, right?
Right.
So 2nd down. Davis is going to keep it himself this time. He's going to be close to the 1st down. I think he's got 1st down yardage. It is enough on the quarterback keeper by Davis. That's the 2nd time we've seen him run that. He went right off the left side. And that'll take the ball up to the 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Argonaut. Davis grown a little bit. 5'11", 190 pounds is what he's listed on the roster.
You know, he's gotten thick. He's thickened up a lot.
At 5'11", he's definitely the tallest person in that family.
Yeah.
Eckhart again goes into motion. Davis,
Great
the inside handoff
there.
in the counter. That was to Saunders. Gets inside the 30-yard line to about the 29.
You know, and looking on the backside there, the blocks looked like they were set. It didn't seem, I don't know, something about it just didn't seem right. The blocks were set. He was just a little too out wide, I don't think he looked in to find his blockers. And see, that's a big glaring issue. A lot of these guys aren't looking back inside for a cut.
Well, Saunders has been this is his 3rd year as a starting running back. Him and his brother, for the last couple of years, pretty much were the running backs for the Mustangs. So 2nd down and 4 for Argonaut. Davis going to operate from the shotgun. We got trip receivers to the left. Don't see that a lot from this Argonaut offense. He wants to throw, and there is obviously a mix-up on what was going to happen there. Davis was looking for, I think, a little hitch and go by his receiver, and he threw it to the corner, and there was nobody home. They had trips out to the left.
There it is. There's the replay.
And I don't know where all the receivers on the route tree ran. We didn't get that back, so
that was Randy Fage out there. Actually, he was running almost a stop and go, and then you had on the inside of that, on the inside in the middleman of that trips, you had Sanders out there. What he was running was a little chair route just to the outside, and you had Colby Eckhart underneath doing a little bit of almost like a bubble screen coming off to the side.
All right, 3rd down and 4. Davis straight ahead handoff this time. Nice gain for a 1st down. That's number 14, Caleb McElfish. You know, we saw McElfish have some nice runs a year or so ago, and then he got hurt, and he missed a few games, and he could be a big part of this offense this year.
Definitely. Well, and especially, too, you know, shout out to one of the young guys right there, Robert Prather, going in on that fly motion, just knocking that trap man out, that DN coming up. That looked like almost like a trap play, and just kind of fired straight off of him, pushed him straight out, and it was a great little gain there by McElfish.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball sits at the 21-yard line. Timeout on the field by Union Mind. We'll be back. 1:46 left to go in the 1st quarter after a word from our sponsors.
Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. Scoreboard shows 1 minute 46 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Union Mine 7, Argonaut Mustangs 0. Hey, and be sure to join us next week for our game of the week. We'll be doing Calaveras versus Ripon Christian. Jake Geedy, Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson. Guys?
All right, well, the Mustangs are trying to answer that score by Union Mine in the opening possession, 1:46 left. Great field position on this drive, started by a nice return by Saunders. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. Timeout by Union Mine there, something they didn't like. So the Mustangs 1st and 10, Davis in the shotgun. Davis is going to keep it himself, trying to go right up the middle off the right side, gets across the 15-yard line. Nice little gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and call it 4.
Davis is a tough runner, man. You know, especially we've seen, 4 now quarterback keeps, just designed quarterback runs. He's running hard. He really is.
2nd down and 4. Dave fumbled snap. Davis going to pick it up. He's got the 1st down. He fumbled the snap. It came back, but he was able to pick it up, and he just went straight ahead, and he got across the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Argonaut.
And you want to talk about setting up a hole there for the offensive line. That was a great hole. I mean, you could have driven a truck through that one. I mean,
I don't know what play they were supposed to run and what it was designed for, but
you know, it ended up working out. They 1st down.
All right, 1st and goal for Argonaut, trying to answer the Union Mine score. Motion coming from the right. That's Eckhart, straight ahead handoff. Stopped after a couple-yard gain, I believe. Was that McElfish?
That was McElfish. Yeah, took the off tackle and just kind of ran straight into a wall.
Up to the 5-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down and goal from there. 22 seconds left in the quarter. I don't know if they're going to get this playoff or not. They may let it run out. It looks like they're in no hurry. I think they're going to just let the clock run out. Maybe not. 10 seconds.
I think they'll get their last play in and then let her ride.
Davis in the shotgun. Plays in straight ahead handle. McElfish again. Davis kept it. Trying to get around the left side. Touchdown!
There you go. That's 15. That's Colby Eckhart right there.
We'll look at it on the replay here. He faked the straight ahead handoff.
Oh, read that option beautifully, too. He had the DN sitting right there in the middle, respecting the distance between the pitchman. So, took him just off to the outside. The defense didn't have the corner there to set that edge, and he went straight back up and got that touchdown.
Even fooled our camera person.
Fooled the camera person.
Well, I'm looking at the replay, and I'm saying, wait a minute, where'd the ball go?
Yeah.
The kick's up. That's the last play of the first quarter. Look at the scoreboard. Argonaut Mustangs 7, Union Mine Diamondback 7. We'll be back to start of the second quarter right after this.
The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage, conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction, state license number 828209. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. Scoreboard shows it's all knotted up at the start of the second quarter, 7-7. Jake Eady, Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, guys.
Well, that was a pretty fast first quarter. Argonaut took the opening kickoff, and they got one first down and then punted it away. Union Mine went on a time-consuming drive, and a 4:33 scored a touchdown. After a great kickoff return by Saunders, Argonaut goes 47 yards and scores the touchdown on the option to Eckhart from 5 yards out. And that was the last play of the quarter. So here to start the second quarter, we're all knotted up at 7. So it looks like we got a pretty good game going so far. So Flores is going to go back to kick for the Mustangs. Flores, I think this is his third year as the kicker. Big leg, kicks it deep, fielded at the 5-yard line. Up across the 25.
Still on his feet.
Right now, gets all the way across the 30, kept working there. So pretty good return there, about 26 yards.
It's like he was finally wrapped up there, because he kept bouncing off of guys. Looks like number 28, Robert Spigarelli, finally grabbed his legs and just kind of shoelace tackled him there.
So it looks like Union Mine's going to start out at the 33-yard line for their first possession. Second possession of the game, their first possession of the half. And as we talked about, Argonaut, they want to keep moving that clock. They want to shorten this game, because I don't think they want to get into a track meet with this Union Mine team. And so far, that's what they did in the first quarter. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Diamondbacks. Owen is going to operate from the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Low snap. Owens picks it up, throws complete up to the 40-yard line. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got the 45 to the 50 to the 45. Brought down. Nice completion. That was Owens to number 7, Nick Conant. And he was wide open on the reception and then just broke one tackle and got away for a big gain up to the 43-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Union Mine on the completion.
And again, we see, that's a tight end. That's a tight end lighting up on the outside. That's just a tough matchup anytime.
Straight ahead handoff this time to number 4. That's Parker Mallett.
Union
Gain
Mine
of about 5 on the play. It'll be second down, or call it 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Union Mine really does have good size with that offensive line.
Yeah, both of their tackles
Very
are
stout.
large.
Yes. Very, very big, and good push off the line too. They're staying low and staying disciplined.
So 2nd down and 6 for Union Mine. Under center, straight ahead. Oh, nice tackle. I don't know who came shot. The
ball
is loose.
Ball's out.
I think Argonaut recovered.
Argonaut just got that ball.
They did. I would have to see the replay. I think that might have been Davis that shot through there. Let's see on the replay. Let's see the number that gets up there.
Looks like
right here is the player that knocked that ball loose.
I think it was that. I think a player on the left there. You know, I think that was Davis.
I think it was McElfish. Davis, I think, initiated contact. I think McElfish came in the corner and knocked that ball out.
Because he was firing off from that DN position.
Fumble recovery by the Mustangs. So they take the ball over at the 37-yard line. Straight ahead handoff this time on first down. Gets up to about the 40, gain him about 3 on the play. That was McElfish on the carry. So 2nd down and 7. Turnovers so big in high school football or in football in general. 2nd down and 7 for the Mustangs. Davis brings them to the line. Tripped receivers again to the right side. Motion coming that way. He's going to hand it to Saunders, trying to get around the edge. Gets across the 40-yard line up to about the 41.
It's like
short gain on the play. Or was that
Eckhart?
Was that
right
Eckhart
there.
again?
Eckhart right there, yeah. They really, really like to use Eckhart on that outside, especially for those flies, because again, he is one of the fastest kids in this league.
3rd down and 6 for the Mustangs. The ball sits at the 42-yard line.
About 9 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Third down and long for the Mustangs. Davis wants to throw. He's looking. He throws over the middle, complete up across the 50-yard line. Plenty of yards for the first down there. That was to Eckhart again. So nice pass, wide open Eckhart. Davis hits him right in the numbers.
Clock stays running on that one about 9
Actually,
minutes.
that was a nice catch by Eckhart. That ball was thrown a little bit behind him, and he reached back and pulled that in. So first down, the ball sits at the 46-yard line. Inside handoff to Saunders. He tries to break it outside. Got a little room to run. Gets across the 40-yard line. Going to be tackled just short of the first down, but a gain of about 9 on the play. I think that play was designed to go inside, huh, Joe?
Yeah, no, it looked like it was inside, but it kind of got blown up just a little bit there. You know, you could see where he had the open lane. If you could see number 50, his pulling guard right there, that's Aaron Smith going straight up where the hole was supposed to be. But it looks like he had the DN coming up just in his face, so rather than going straight up the hole, bounced it just off to the outside.
2nd down and 1 for the Mustangs. Saunders goes in motion. They're going to give it to him, trying to get around the right side. He gets hit, keeps going forward, going to be close to the first down. I think maybe just a bit short. Let's see where they mark it.
You know, Union Mine is playing aggressive. They are firing up aggressively.
He was hit all the way back to at the 40-yard line from the linebacker that shot the gap up there.
That was number 8. I almost thought it was number 6. I was going to say, Frank.
That guy's everywhere.
We got repass again.
3rd and 1 for the Mustangs. I would say definitely 4-down territory at this point. Straight. Davis is going to keep it, and wow.
I don't know.
Let's see. I think. Oh, he looks like he got the mark. They're gonna mark him at the 35-yard line. I don't think he got there, but that's where the line judge here marked him, and they're going to give him the first down.
Let's take a look again at that replay.
I don't think he got anywhere close to the 40.
You know what? I see. I mean, That's a
No.
hard. I mean, you can kind of if you see his arm just barely
He was
there.
a yard short of the 40-yard line.
Still,
that was a very generous spot. Timeout on the field. The Mustangs call a timeout. We come back. They're going to have a 1st and 10. 7:10 left in the second quarter. We'll be back right after this.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. Mustangs just took a timeout. We are in the second quarter here, 7 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first half of play here. 7-7 is the score. Guys?
Shout out to all our game sponsors, Central State Credit Union, Jackson Tire, Armstrong & Son Construction, the Glass Doctor, Tolman & Associates. These names of these businesses, you've heard a lot. They support our community. You do your part. You support them. Without them, we wouldn't be able to continue to bring these broadcasts to you. And, gosh, I know I personally appreciate it. I know everybody at KVGC appreciated it. You see them on the streets. Give a shout-out. Thank them because they're an important part of what makes the Jackson community, the Amador County community, so great. So thanks to our game time sponsors. All right, Argonaut comes out of the timeout here. They've got it in fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Straight ahead handoff this time.
Wow, McElfish.
McElfish up to close to the 30-yard line. They're going to spot him at the 30. So a gain of 5. We'll call it 2nd down and 5 for the Mustangs. And, you know, Union Mine has only had 2 possessions in this half. And we talked about shortening the game and keeping the ball out of that offense. And Mustangs have done a good job with that so far tonight. Saunders around the right side. He's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker. Swarmed by a host of Diamondbacks.
You know, it's like a quick fake on that dive, and then straight back over to, I guess that's almost like a sweep. I mean, just kind of going on to the outside over there. But again, Union Mine's played really aggressive, and they've gotten great penetration up on this Mustang line.
Looks like a great time for a play action to drag somebody across the middle. 3rd and 1. Does Argonaut even have any routes across the middle of the field?
We do.
I've never seen him throw one.
Oh, yes.
Handoff this time. He tries to cut it up inside. He's got the 1st down.
Still on his feet.
I thought that was going to be – I thought he was going to try to get wide with that. That was Eckhart again, but he cut it up this time off the left tackle. Only needed a yard for the 1st down, was able to get that. And so that'll be enough to move the chains, put the ball at the, let's call it the 23-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Argonaut. 5:37 to go here in the first half of this contest. We're all knotted up at 7. Argonaut started this drive after a fumble recovery. Now there's a whistle on the field. Timeout, Union Mine.
Timeout, Union Mine.
So 5:24 left. It's 7s on the board. We'll be back right after this.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma & Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma & Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma & Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Dan Barnett Field with scoreboard showing 7s across the board. 5:24 left in the first half. Jake Geedy, Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson. Guys?
All right, so Union Mine called their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 left here. As we come out of this, Argonaut's going to have the ball 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Started this drive on their own 37-yard line after the fumble recovery. Saunders goes into motion. Davis is going to fake to him, and he's going to keep it himself, and he doesn't get much there. Gain maybe of 2. Nice penetration by the interior line for Union Mine that time. Just got a big push and basically just stood the line up and stopped Davis for a short gain on the play. Let's call it a 1-yard gain and be 2nd down and 9. Clock continues to run. We're under 5 minutes here in the first half. Davis again going to operate from the shotgun. Motion coming by Eckhart, trying to get around the left side. Nice penetration, slows him down. He's in trouble now. Tackled for a big loss. Number 15 for Union Mine. That was Colton Springer that got back in the backfield that slowed him down, and then he was finished up by Rapaz.
So they're sending that rover up every time they see that motion. So every time they see that motion, they see the guy coming to the outside. They have somebody sitting there waiting for him.
Yeah, they're going to try to make them turn inside. I think they feel comfortable with the interior line. Argonaut hasn't been able to run inside so far this half. So now if they just control those ends and push everything in, looks like that's what they want to do. So it'll be 3rd down, and 14 now after the big loss. Davis wants to throw. He looks over the middle. Tip, intercepted at the 5-yard line by Rapaz.
Rapaz, he's back. He's back.
So tipped off the receiver's fingers as we look at the pass. David, we were just talking about the throw over the middle. Eckhart was across the middle, and it was tipped by the defender.
Yes.
It was not tipped by the receiver. He threw it right into traffic. Rapaz picked it off for the INT, and so Union Mine will have it 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line.
So that was tipped by number 8. We don't have a name for him, but again, that was from that rover position on the outside there, that they're sitting kind of like a nickel safety almost, just sitting on the outside playing flopping from their linebacker.
So 2 turnovers here have played a big part of this half. 3:48 to go. Union Mine's got a 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. 3:48 to go. Owens wants to throw. He's looking. He's still looking. Now he gets in trouble. Now there's a flag. That's usually a hold when it's that late. He's fighting. He gets across for a short gain, but I think the flag, I think that's going to be a holding call. That's probably going to be half the distance of the goal.
Yep. They rung him up on it.
Argonaut defense had good penetration that time, and they had him in the backfield and was able to shake loose, but all that time offensive line was called for holding, so that'll back him up to the 5-yard line, half the distance of the goal, where it'll set up a 2nd down and 1st down and 15.
You know, something you don't see too often, especially with these high school quarterbacks, he was eyes down the field the entire time, still wanted to pass. He wasn't looking for the run. I honestly think that he might have held it a little too long. Personally, I think that he probably could have tucked it and run at some point, but he's been eyes down the field.
But we saw him do that on that touchdown pass.
Right.
He had a lot of room to run, and most high school quarterbacks would have just pulled that ball in and run.
Exactly. But it's great poise that he's got there, sitting back there, wants to see the play develop.
So Owens operating from his own end zone now. He wants to throw. He's looking. It looks like he's got rushed. Man. He wants to go deep, and what an arm. Caught!
He's got it.
By
number 6. The pass is back.
I'm telling you what. He threw that from in his own end zone out to the 50-yard line.
Wow.
He waited and waited
and look at the
and waited. Look at the pressure that's coming from the right side there, and he just unloaded.
Oh, man. All the way down. Yeah, if you couldn't see it
that
on
ball
that
was
replay,
50 yards in the air.
Straight up jump for it, too. Mossed the cornerback on that one. Just pulled it in, too. And you know what? Rapaz doesn't look like he's that too tall of a guy. I mean, getting over the top of Phage there, you know, that's a 5'6", 5'7", maybe 5'8" guy going up against him.
Argonaut's going to call a timeout. 3:06 left to go here in the half. We're tied up at 7. We'll be back. First half action, I should say, right after this.
Central State Credit Union is a great place to begin your search for a new vehicle, and you can share the benefits of your membership by referring family and friends. Just like you, they can save a lot of money with a great rate and a lot of time at the dealership by going in with a pre-approval. Invite your family and friends to experience the difference today. Applying for an auto loan is easy with options including in-branch or online application and pre-approval. Visit them online at centralstatecu.org or call them at 444-5300. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by NCUA. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. Scoreboard shows 7s across the board. Diamondbacks driving, guys.
I got to tell you what, Joey, that was as impressive a throw I've seen in high school football, and I've been doing this for over 30 years. That was impressive.
Oh, that screen again.
Nice screen to the left, wide open as he had prior to the left. He breaks a tackle. He gets up all the way up to the 20-yard line. And I'll tell you what, this Owens kid is impressive. He had absolute nothing but pressure coming from the right side. He stood in there, delivered the screen pass, and it was just wide open for a 30-yard gain on the play.
And it goes back again. He is good just poise. I mean, he's back there ready. He's waiting for it to develop and lets it go. And, you know, he's not afraid to take the hit if he's going to have to.
They're going to spot the ball down at the 23-yard line where Union Mine will have it 1st and 10, 2:40 left to go in the half. Remember, they deferred, so they'll be getting the ball to start the second half. Straight ahead handoff. This time breaks a tackle, then he trips over himself. That was number 4. That was Parker Mallett. But nice gain on the play. And, boy, he might have been sniffing the end zone there. It looked like he tripped himself. It'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it a short 2. Ball placed at about the 13-yard line. 2 minutes left to go in the half. Union Mine knocking at the door after back-to-back turnovers. Union Mine turned it over in a fumble. Then Argonaut marched it all the way down and then threw an interception down at the 10-yard line. Union Mine is driven all the way down from the 10 down to about the 13. Handoff trying to get around the end. He cuts it inside. Nice tackle right there by number 23. Was that Bo Davis?
Nope, that was number 11 right there.
Or number 11, that was Saunders.
That was Saunders. And you know what? That play right there, Frank, if you look at the way that was set up, that's almost exactly a play that Argonaut runs. So he's faking the dive, going off. You've got this pulling guard coming over. And, you know, they just are able to read that play because that's a play that Argonaut knows, bread and butter play there. So great defensive flow there from that's Saunders playing the Mustang position, which is a strong safety.
So ball's just short of the 10-yard line, but it was enough for a 1st down. Well, it must be inside the 10 because it's 1st and goal. Straight ahead handoff, number 4. Oh, the big tackle right there. That was number
that was 28. That was Spigarelli.
28?
Yes, 28.
Looks like a bigger number than me. Let's look at it on the replay.
Linebacker. See Spigarelli sitting right there in the hole. That's.
Well, he wound up for that, didn't he?
Yeah, yes, he did. You see him getting off of the kid right there.
What number is that?
That 66 just got on the top of him. That was 66 is.
Yeah, it was Kenshaw Monge.
No. 28 made the tackle right there, but that was Gavin Wise. That was over on the to clean up the play just in case.
Owens wants to keep it. Good penetration. Brought down for a big loss on the play. That was number 22, Max McCracken. Wow, so Argonaut defense has stepped up in the last 2 plays here as Union Mine had it 1st and 10.
They really don't like Union Mine being down in that red zone.
Well, now it's going to be 3rd down. And it looks like about, wow, what's that, the 14? So Owens is going to operate from the shotgun this time. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
14 in motion.
Motion coming from the right. Owens wants to throw. He throws it over there to number 6. Who else? We've seen a whole lot of number 6, Joe Rapaz. It's going to be short of the goal line, so it'll set up a 4th down and goal. Let's see what Union Mine wants to do.
That's the end of the half, actually. That takes it all the way down to the end of the half. Well, they're discussing right now, I think. But if it stands, I mean, that's...
Well, the Union Mine coach is out there. They're going to say there's time left on the clock. I think he got the timeout in.
Nope. Looks like they're switching up the balls, so that's the half.
Oh, that's it.
That's
the half.
Wow, that is too bad. Union Mine, that was an unexpected. There looked like plenty of time to run a play there, but that'll do it. So at the end of the first half of play, Argonaut 7, Union Mine 7. That was the score at the end of the first quarter. Both teams turned the ball over in the second quarter, and neither team was able to get anything on the scoreboard. So we'll be back with our halftime show right after this.
On Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire. The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage, conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction, state license number 828209.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma & Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma & Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma & Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967. Football fans, stay in touch with Conifer Communications high-speed internet wherever you are. Stream the game live, connect with fans during and after the game, Facebook Live the winning play, or upload those Instagram photos. Conifer Communications may be local, but offers big-time internet service with fast speed, no data limits, plus VoIP phone service. Connect with Conifer today, 866-378-8393, or stop by their office in San Andreas on Highway 49.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. We're here with the halftime show, and hang on a sec, Christian. And and Scott Hunkins has stepped into the broadcast booth, and Frank and Scott, you're gonna have a quick chat. What's going on?
Hey, Scott, how are you?
Yeah,
Good, sir. How are you?
Good. Thanks for joining us.
First of all, Frank, congratulations on the grandchild.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate
Grandkids
that.
are way better than regular kids, Frank.
Yeah. you can give them back?
You can give
Is
them
that
back.
what
You
you're
can
saying?
spoil them. We have 4, and they're the apple of our eye. So I'm happy you're part of the club now.
Thank you. Awesome. So we've got a lot of things coming up this year. You're here to share with us a little bit about what we've got going or what we can expect here at the rest of our home games.
Yep. This is the 100th year of football for Ione High School and Jackson High School. They both started football back in 1922. And since Argonaut High School is the blending of those two schools, this will be our 100th season of football for all of our 3 high schools.
Wow, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah,
that's a great milestone
it's
right
awesome.
there.
It's like there's a gentleman in an alumni, Dave Stevens, who told us about it. and we just couldn't. We were giddy that this was the 100th year and we have a chance to celebrate it. So starting at our next home game, which is September 17th, which also happens to be our homecoming game, we're going to kick off the 100-year celebration. It's a 100-year celebration. We're going to celebrate all of the fun, the hard work, the character building that Jackson and Ione High School and recently Argonaut High School has done for our county.
Oh, that's just terrific.
Yeah.
So that'll be something for us to look forward to. It's going to be what's that, about 3 weekends away?
17th of September, and then we're fortunate for us. We have the next 17th of September, then we have 5 straight home games. And we're going to earmark the 24th of September as the celebratory game for Ione High School.
Okay.
And we are meeting with some alumni from Ione High, people who just know the history of Ione. And we're going to put together just the celebration for Ione High, and that night will be the Ione High celebration. And on top of that, we have purchased retro uniforms from Ione High for the team to wear that night.
Oh, wow.
And
That's
so we're pretty jazzed about that. And then 2 weeks after that will be the 100th year celebration for Jackson High. And we're meeting with the Jackson Alumni Club. And on that night, we'll wear 100-year retro Jackson High uniforms.
Wow, that's pretty exciting stuff.
Because
I can't wait to see those uniforms. Hell if I know what they look like 100 years ago.
They are retro, but they aren't really retro, right? They're sort of the newer retro.
The only
version.
guy I know that might remember anything close to that is Fred Onetto.
Fred Onetto. we had a meeting, our first meeting the other night, and Fred was on the committee to sort of get us going in the right direction, right? And Fred and Jim Geedy was there. And Jim Greedy pulled his phone out and he goes, "Hey, here's my uniform from Ione High." And I was like, Jim, first of all, that ain't you, Jim, because that guy's way too good looking. But it was like, wow, this is, just because the one thing that Argonaut, Jackson, Ione High, is the tradition, the history has been so rich with those 3 communities that, who we are today is because of what they did for the last 100 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we think, we believe in tradition. We got our Hall of Fame here. We got, so we just want to celebrate it because it's important. Those things are important.
Right. And then also, I believe at that homecoming game, there's also going to be the dedication of the announcer's booth.
Correct.
To longtime announcer Randy Bittner.
Yeah, we lost Randy this summer, which was a shock to all of us. And Randy, just a great Amador County resident, but his heart and soul was green, right? And he coached our softball team for, forever it seemed like, and then was the voice for the stadium for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
And so that night we're having a mural painted on it. We're going to rededicate the box to him, just because he meant so much to us, and he loved kids. He loved coaching. He loved just the joy he got from seeing his softball players do a little skill right. He just would glow.
Yeah.
And so he's going to be. I know he's watching us right now. I know he's pissed off at me right now because we're going to celebrate him, but he's worth it. He's a good man.
Yeah, I totally agree. Randy was a joy to work with, and I'd been around him for a long time. Yeah. Him announcing and me over here on this end of the booth, and so that's pretty exciting.
So we got 5 home games in a row, and every game's going to be some celebratory thing about the 100-year. And so it'll just we're putting together. We got a great video production program at our high school, and they're hip deep in this thing. Like I said, we've reached out to the Ione community and the Jackson community, and we're just going to celebrate. It's just celebrate, just fun and just exciting.
Yeah, and that's so exciting, Scott. And it's just a celebration in itself, just to be back playing football, right, with fans in the stands and the cheerleaders and the football team and the bands and everything. So it's a celebration that is just being added on with celebration because there's so many great things that are going on here at Argonaut High School.
Yeah, we're doing some pretty cool stuff right now, and so just having this game here tonight was a joy. I mean, we were supposed to be last night.
I understand.
We all became experts in the air quality index over the last 24 hours.
Indeed.
And so we were just happy to have kids playing. Kids playing at halftime.
The whole key, I guess, or the word of the last year and a half if I could sum it up to one thing, maybe flexibility.
It is 100%, 100%. We had a coaches meeting back when this whole thing hit the fan, right? And we said we have to be flexible. We have to be flexible in scheduling with our kids because we don't know what our kids are going through. And our coaches said they embraced it. They said we are going to be flexible. We're going to make sure these kids have every opportunity to play and be successful. And why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah, you know, it's so different for them, and the upheaval and the changes that are taking place in a young person's life. You know, your job as administrator and everybody else in the school is to take that burden on yourself and try to relieve these kids of that as much as possible, as difficult as that is.
You know, we're the normal for in that situation. They came here because we provided a sense of normalcy because, you know, who knows, like their home life and their people just flexibility, resilience, all those things are just cornerstones of what our kids are just in general.
Yeah.
And that really shined over the last 2 years.
Well, thank you
Thanks,
to you.
Frank.
Thank you to your staff.
Yep.
I mean,
We
to
have a great
bring this
staff.
back, these are things, and all these things you're talking about that is going to go on the rest of the year
Yep.
are going to be memories for a lifetime for these high school students. And I congratulate you and everybody involved for seeing that and moving that forward. And I thank you for joining us.
It's our pleasure.
On the radio this afternoon.
It's great doing good things for good people.
Yeah, absolutely,
So,
Scott.
All right, Frank. Again,
All right,
congratulations on the grandchild.
Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate it. All right, we're going to be back with our halftime Conifer Communication report right after this. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back, and then we'll get into second half action right after this.
Football fans, stay in touch with Conifer Communications high-speed internet wherever you are. Stream the game live, connect with fans during and after the game, Facebook Live the winning play, or upload those Instagram photos. Conifer Communications may be local, but offers big-time internet service with fast speed, no data limits, plus VoIP phone service. Connect with Conifer today, 866-378-8393, or stop by their office in San Andreas on Highway 49.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back for the Conifer Communications halftime report. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, guys.
All right, we don't have a whole lot of time here, Joey, but you know what? That first half was pretty quick, too. Our halftime show is going to be a little quick also because there really wasn't a whole lot of things to talk about. You know, Union Mine won the toss. They deferred. Argonaut got their first drive. They went in. I think they made one first down, and then they were stopped and they had to punt. Union Mine started at the 36-yard line, and they went on a nice 64-yard drive culminating in a 19-yard touchdown. Owens to Repaz to take a 7-0 lead at the 4:33 mark. That was the only possession they had of the quarter.
Really?
You know?
That entire – because they marched it all the way down.
That's all they had at the end. Then Argonaut gets it back. They went on a time-consuming drive themselves. They had good field position after the nice return by Saunders. Started at the 47-yard line, so they had a 53-yard drive. And that was finished by a 5-yard Eckhart and around for the touchdown. And at the end of the quarter, it was 7-7. Well, the start of the second quarter, things kind of looked like they were going. Argonaut was kind of moving the ball.
Well, Argonaut had that long possession.
First Union Mine had it, and they moved down the field to start the second quarter. They fumbled down on the 37-yard line, and they were on a nice drive themselves. Argonaut recovered. They drove the ball all the way down to the 10-yard line. Well, actually, it was the 20-yard line, and then they threw an interception that was intercepted at the 10.
Right over the middle, too. Again, you asked about Argonaut throwing that over the
We talked
middle
about that.
pass,
It was tipped by the defender. It was picked off. Union Mine goes all the way down, has it 1st and goal, and that's where they ended as time ran out on the field with a timeout in their pocket, right? And so at the end of the half, it was 7s. So that's all we had. There was very few possessions by both teams. At the beginning of the game, I talked about one of the keys to the game. I felt that Argonaut needed to slow this game down. They didn't want to get in a track meet with Union Mine, and that's exactly what they did in the first half.
Right, no, exactly. Well, and especially, too, that offensive line push, I don't know why, I cannot get over it. That offensive line push that Union Mine has is opening up holes. And the fact, I really got to give my hat off to Argonaut's defense for holding them in the red zone as close and as tight as they were. They are big boys out there. I mean, they are really getting good penetration, good push. Again, Union Mine's defense is flying around the field. I mean, every time Argonaut tries to take some kind of outside run, they have to beat that nickel safety flying up there from the outside.
All right, so here we go. We're getting ready to start the second half. As I said, Union Mine won the toss to begin the game. They deferred, so they will be receiving to start this second half, 7-7, as Argonaut gets ready to kick off.
Rapace is not the deep man, surprisingly.
Well, he's done everything else.
He's the workhorse, but he's not the deep man.
Short kick this time by Flores, fielded at the 15-yard line, across the 25 to the 30. Gets hit, still on his feet, trying to move forward, going to be down at about the 33-yard line. Union Mine will start their possession there. That's how we start this second half.
Wrapped up by number 32 there, Braden Welch. I mean, he just had a hold of him, and kid was hopping on one leg trying to get away, and the rest of his team kind of flowed down and cleaned it all up.
Well, we'll see what Union Mine talked about. They really have to be disappointed with that, the way the halftime ended there with when they had it 1st and goal and ended up letting the clock run out without getting any points on the board. It looks like they have a competent kicker. They should have at least been able to get 3. So motion going to Rapaz, trying to get around the right side. Nice job by number 22 for Argonaut to kind of blow that up. But Rapaz breaks a tackle and gets all the way up to the 39. Number 22, that was Max McCracken. Did a good job breaking up that play in the backfield, but he was able to get loose.
Well, and as you see, he's got 2 guys on top of him, and he strung that all the way out. I mean, it just got cleaned up again.
Oh boy, that looked like a block in the back right there that didn't get called.
Right, and see, that's what ended up opening up that hole for the running back to end up coming back inside. But great job stringing it out there by Max McCracken.
So it ended up being a game about 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for Union Mine. Owens under center this time. Handoff to the second man through. Big gain on the play up to the 50-yard line. That'll move the sticks. Nice run right there. That was number 1, Scott Smith. Boy, he had a big hole to run through right there.
Huge hole.
The fullback led him right through it, and man, he didn't get touched till he was across the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Union Mine. Again, Owens will operate under center this time. Handoff again. Looked like almost the same play, maybe a little bit further to the left. That was to Scott Smith again. Nice gain on the play, gain of about 7. Will set up a 2nd down and 3. I think he went just off the left of the guard instead of inside of him on that play. Kicked it outside, had a little defender that caused him to make that jump cut. So they spot it down right at the 45-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down and 5. A lot of motion going on there for Union Mine. Owen throws it out 3rd time in a row to number 1.
Again, that DN sitting out there waiting as he strung it out.
Gets up to about the 42. Scott Smith, 3 carries in a row. It'll be 3rd down, and let's call it, we'll call it 3.
We've seen great play on the outside there by number 22, Max McCracken.
McCracken again had a hold of his ankles there.
He's really been putting himself in the right position to make the plays. He's not getting too deep. He's not attacking too hard. He's respecting where it is, and it's been a good job.
3rd down, I formation. They're going to give it to the second. Oh, what a great penetration right there by number
28.
Spigarelli. Just penetration, knocks him for a loss. That'll set up a 4th down. We'll see what Union Mine's going to do here.
See him come off that side there. Oh, he went up the gut for it even.
Yeah, he did.
Went straight up on a straight-up blitz right on that one. Plugging him before he can hit that hole.
So 4th down, it looks like Union Mine is going to go for it.
You know, and again, you got to wonder, is Union Mine, you think Union Mine's going to want to ground and pound the ball, or on this one, are they going to go for the pass, knowing that their quarterback can run, but he's got all the time in the world under there.
Well, he's going to Union Mine's going to take a timeout. All right, we'll be back. Third quarter action. 8:38 left to go in the third quarter right after this.
Central State Credit Union is a great place to begin your search for a new vehicle, and you can share the benefits of your membership by referring family and friends. Just like you, they can save a lot of money with a great rate and a lot of time at the dealership by going in with a pre-approval. Invite your family and friends to experience the difference today. Applying for an auto loan is easy with options including in-branch or online application and pre-approval. Visit them online at centralstatecu.org or call them at 444-5300. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by NCUA. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. Scoreboard shows 8 minutes, 38 seconds left in the third quarter, 7-7. Mustangs on defense.
All right, so Union Mine has taken the opening kickoff. They started at the 33-yard line. They're up to about the 43. It's fourth down. They called a timeout there. Looks like they're still going to go for it. They're not dropping back into punt formation, but they wanted to talk about it. So Owen is going to operate under center.
And they have that tailback there now.
Single back in the backfield. He's going to roll to his right. He's looking. He wants to throw under pressure. Complete. Nice catch. That's a first down. Again, number 6, Joe Rapaz. That'll be just enough to move the chains.
And you know what? That almost, if you look, that almost looked like a screen. No, you know, they did end up holding the block. It's just, they're just getting such great blocking. I mean, they're giving him such a pocket to sit in.
Saunders came in and gave him some pressure, but it was late. He was able to complete the ball to Rapaz. Enough for the first down, fresh set of downs for the Diamondbacks.
But again, that's a lot of trust too. I mean, especially in a short down situation right there.
I formation in the backfield, second man through, straight ahead. Got a nice gain on the play, keeping his feet moving across the 25-yard line. That's enough for a first down. Big gain on the play right there. They were just in the I formation, and look at the replay here, Joey, and didn't really get a block from his up man. He just had a nice hole from the line. Again, that was Smith.
That line is just clearing out Argonaut's defense. I mean, they are just clearing out that defensive line.
I think the Mustangs just took a timeout. 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We'll be back right after this.
Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. 8 minutes left on the scoreboard. Guys?
All right, we're back. Union Mine, again, they started at the 33-yard line, taking the opening kickoff here at the second half. Nice job completing on fourth down and 6 there to move the chains, and then a big gain here on first down by Scott Smith. They've got a fresh set of downs here, the ball sitting on the 22-yard line.
You know, and again, something else to think about. Argonaut is down a few players. They are down at least 3 starters right now.
All right, Owen going to operate split backs in the backfield under center. Smith goes into motion. They're going to give it to him, trying to get around the left side. We did not see him carry the ball in the first half, and he has been the predominant ball carrier here on this drive. Gain of a couple on the play. He got pushed out of bounds. Second down and 8.
You know, that number 1, Scott Smith, and number 4, Parker Mallett, have just been really pounding that middle. And then getting Rapace on the outside, just catching the stuff that squeaks out for him. I mean, that's really been working for him.
Second down at 8. Look at Rapace. He split out wide to the right. A flag on the play. Somebody must have jumped. Usually a procedure call at that point. Nope.
Oh, must have been an offside.
Looks like an encroachment call against Argonaut, so that will move the chains 5 yards. So that's going to set up a second down and short for Union Mine. Call it 2nd and 3. They're at the far end of the field, so we can't see right down the line to see what happened there, but obviously it was an encroachment call. So second down for Union Mine. Owens again operating under center. Straight ahead handoff to Smith. Big hole, gets inside the 5-yard line before he's dropped down.
That was a tough one-on-one tackle, too, there. You know, number 15, Colby Eckhart, took him straight up, one man-on-man.
So it'll be 1st and goal
Great
for
tackle.
Union Mine.
Great tackle.
Big hole that time.
Wow.
Smith, easy
Three men
first
in the
down there. Now they got 3 men in the backfield. Trips to win.
Wow.
Straight ahead handoff to number 15. Tackled short of the goal line. That was Colton Springer on the carry. Let's see if we can get a number on the tackle here on the replay.
Number 12, Phage, actually, that corner. He's sitting right there. He, you know, had all the lead blockers in the world, but everybody looked inside. Didn't see that corner, just sitting out on the outside.
So second down and goal for Union Mine.
Going back to the same thing.
They're going to give it to number 5 off the left side. Going to be stopped short. 15, excuse me, was a ball carrier on that, Colton Springer.
Again, they're sending all the lead blockers they can on it, but something's getting stuffed up there. The Argonaut defense is really stuffing them up right there in the middle.
Somebody came just, there had to be a linebacker that came right through that hole.
It would have been probably, I see McKelfish in there, and then also there would have been weak side linebacker. That would have been Aaron Smith. Wow, great tackle on the outside there. Oh, no. It's like a
touchdown.
Oh, nope, touchdown. Never mind.
So Union Mine takes it in from 2 yards out at 6:08. See if I can get a number on the number 2.
Yes, quarterback.
That was Calvin Owens. So Owens takes it in from the 2-yard line for the touchdown. So it's 6:08. They're on to attempt the extra point. Second touchdown of the night for Union Mine. High snap, but the kick's up and it's good. 6:08 to go. Look at the scoreboard. Union Mine Diamondbacks 13, Argonaut Mustangs 7. We'll be back with more third quarter action right after this.
The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage, conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction, state license number 828209.
All right.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here from Dan Barnett Field. Scoreboard shows the Union Mine Diamondbacks 14, the Mustangs 7. Diamondbacks set to kick off. 6 minutes and 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Guys?
All right, well, I think this is going to be an important drive for Argonaut. The way this game is going and the way the clock is moving quickly, they need to go on a drive and they need to answer here. They don't want to give the ball back to Union Mine and go in jeopardy of making this a two-possession game, because there just have not been that many opportunities for either team in this game.
They really have not had that many possessions, and that's kind of crazy because they're both eating up the clock as much as they can.
Argonaut, this will be their first possession. Half of the third quarter is gone. Short kick. Bounces at the 25, picked up from there. Head of steam. He's got some room. He cuts up the middle. Brought down right at about the 49-yard line. That was
15, Eckhart.
Eckhart.
Again, when he gets that speed going, when he can finally make that run.
It was a short kick, and it fell right in that middle of that hole. Eckhart was able to come up and pick it up on the bounce and just hit that hole in a hurry. And I think he caught Union Mine by surprise. There's an injury on the field.
Can't see who's down.
We're going to keep it right here for now. 6:03 left to go in the third quarter.
And again, if you saw on that one, actually, Eckhart's face mask kind of got pulled. His helmet went to the side. He readjusted. And I think maybe in that readjustment, it might have really kind of pulled him back a little bit and gotten him off.
So the Mustangs are going to have great field position. The ball is going to be placed at their own 49-yard line. So great opportunity for them to answer this call as they deal with the injured player out on the field. It looks like they're looking at an ankle.
Looks like number 32,
possibly.
Braden Welch, walking off.
That kid Mackey out there?
Yes, it is.
Looks like Mr. Mackey. Appreciate his service here to the football team, along with Coach Davis was out there checking on his player. Got a little hitch in his get along there. Looks like an ankle.
You know what? He's going to be all right, though, Frank. We got Chief Mackey and Chief Mackey down over on the sidelines, so take a little look at him.
All right, here we go. The Mustangs have it first and 10, 49-yard line, down 14-7 here. 6:03 to go in the third quarter. Saunders goes in motion. Davis wants to keep it, tucks it down on his hip. Throws, got a receiver just a bit outside. Incomplete. Intended receiver was Eckhart.
You know, Phage got that one hand on it.
Or excuse me, that was Phage. It was not Eckhart, number 12.
He had that one hand on it. Thought he could pull it in, but
little bit
just
awkward.
A little too outside, yeah.
So second down and 10.
Also the thing to consider, and I'm just saying this as another left-handed guy, catching the ball from a left-handed spiral is different.
All right, Davis is going to keep it, trying to go around the right side. He keeps it himself, gets across the 45 to about the 43-yard line. Going to be short of the first down, but a nice gain on the play of about 8. It'll set up a third down and 2. So nice gain on the play by Davis on the keeper. It looked like he had that option available to him, and instead of pitching this time, he kept it himself and cut it up inside for a nice gain on the play. Third down and 2 for the Mustangs. Ball sits at the 42-yard line. Davis in the shotgun. Motion comes from the right, straight ahead handoff. Davis going to keep it himself, follow the back right through. That's going to be good for a first down. Ball's going to be spotted up to about the 38-yard line, so it'll be first and 10 for the Mustangs from there. Clock continues to run. Stopped as they move the chains. It'll start as soon as they set the chains, as it has right now. 5:05 left to go here in the third quarter. 14-7 Union Mine over Argonaut right now with the Mustangs on the move. Davis again operates for the shotgun. Straight ahead handoff this time. Stopped immediately. Might have lost a yard on the play. Great penetration there from the Union Mine line. That was Caleb McElfish on the carry. They're going to spot it right at the original line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. It'll be second down and 10.
You know, it looked like almost that entire defensive line got straight through, just set and plugged that hole.
That's tough running.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Oh, yes, it is. But
even crazy legs Geedy couldn't make yardage on that one, huh?
Oh, great
pitch coming around the left side. He's got some
He's
room
got
around the
speed.
corner.
He's
got the
speed.
30. He's got the 10. Knocked down just outside, inside the 5-yard line. Great job by was that 15?
That was 15. Eckhart again. He's got speed. He's got that edge.
Eckhart took the pitch and ran around the outside. We're going to make that our call of the game right there. That's the Melon Phase BG Lounge call of the game. Eckhart around the corner all the way up to the 2-yard line for a big gain.
And the only thing keeping him out of the end zone was drawing a Horse collar tackle, actually.
Yeah, and the
So
horse
they just
collar
got the
tackle
horse
is
collar
called, so
tackle.
that'll be half the distance of the goal. But it'll be a 28-yard gain on the play. By Eckhart. Davis wants to throw. Incomplete. Had it and dropped it.
That was a great fake, too. I mean, you could really see them selling those fakes down on that right-hand side. Just split that tight end just off of the back. That's called a waggle pass right there. Little waggle pass off to the left-hand side.
He put it in a spot that could have been caught. It was in the hands and just dropped. So that'll set up a second down and goal. Ball sits at the 2-yard line. All made possible by the great end around by Eckhart. Straight ahead handoff this time. He pushes forward. I believe that's touchdown.
Yep.
McElfish, 2 yards out, touchdown Mustangs. They're a point away, extra point away from tying this one up. Great answer by the Mustangs to follow up the Union Mine touchdown to start this third quarter with 3:53 left to go. McElfish takes it in from the 2.
3-minute possession on that one, too. Marched it all the way down the field. I mean, that was a great possession for the Mustangs.
Well, they only had 51 yards to go.
Right.
The snap's good. The hold, the kick is up. And at 3:53, the score's tied. Argonaut Mustangs 14, Union Mine Diamondbacks 14. We'll be back. More third quarter action right after this.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. Scoreboard shows 14s across the board. Mustangs just scored, are set to kick. 3 minutes and 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Jake Geedy, Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson. Guys?
Well, I tell you what, this has been one heck of a competitive football game. It's gone fast, which has limited possessions for both teams. I think this is the fewest possessions that I've seen in a high school football game in a long, long time. I mean, I'm talking like 4 possessions.
Right. Well,
and we're like 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
And I think the shortest possession, I think we may have just had the shortest possession other than Argonaut's first possession where they punted. That last possession may have been the shortest one at 3 minutes.
Short kick, Fiedel to the 13-yard line, across the 20, to the 25, breaks a tackle, to the 30, gets knocked down at about the 33-yard line. That's where Union Mine will take over their possession here. Their second possession of the half. They only had 3 possessions in the first half.
Right.
This is their second possession in this half.
With 3:47.
Argonaut has only had 3 possessions in the game.
Ball hasn't changed hands too much.
Not
I mean, that's
too
just
much.
been getting marched down. But then getting stopped too. I mean, there's the give and the take of that.
Well,
too.
Union Mine was all the way down there. They got stopped. Argonaut was all the way down where the interception happened to the 10, so there was a lot of yardage in between there that
Right.
ate up a lot of clock with nothing to show, right?
Right.
So that limits those possessions. So there's a timeout on the field. We're going to send it back, get a word from our sponsor. 3:47. It was all tied up at 14. We'll be back.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma & Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma & Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma & Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back. Dan Barnett Field, 3:47. to play, guys.
1st and 10 for Union Mine, starting from the 33-yard line after the Argonauts score to tie this one up. Owens is going to keep it himself, gets around the outside to 35, gets hit right there. Nice job on the play. That was number 18. Was that Prather?
That was actually 15. Eckhart
15
coming from that
Eckhart.
free safety position, flying all the way over there.
He looked like he had room to get around the corner. Nice gain on the play. Gain him about 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5, but it looked like he had a lot more room to run.
Mm-hmm. But again, Eckhart getting out there on the outside. I mean, this goes back to it, like you said earlier. When your corners and your safeties are making most of these plays, I mean, of course, Eckhart is flying around and getting up there. Still got to see some more play from those linebackers.
2nd down and 5 for Union Mine. Owen under center. Straight ahead, a handoff this time again to Smith, and he just bulls his way forward enough for the 1st down, gaining about 6 on the play. It'll for the Mustangs. You know, we didn't see Smith run the ball at all in the 1st half, and it's
well, and he's got great down.
Union Mine doesn't have many sizes of players, heights, and weights listed. The 10-yard line, a touchdown saving tackle there, and he was wide open. Owens hits number
just over the center, right
19, I believe that was. Is that Matlack? And big gain on the play. Eckhart finally gets him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. So huge gain right now, and all of a sudden, just like that, Union Mine's knocking on the door. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. With 2:26 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Going back to that three set backs.
Late substitution there, and they've got trips in the backfield. Straight ahead handoff to number 4. Nice gain on the play. Going to be stopped short of the 1st down. Parker Mallett, the carry. Let's see where they stop it. It's hard to see here. It looks like about the 3-yard line.
And that was a little bit different of a play than that last with the 3 backs. With the 3 backs, there's 2 lead blockers and that 1 lead from the outside. But they split 1 off, 1 lead, and then gave it to the tailback directly ahead.
Scoreboard shows it's on the 2-yard line, so we'll go with that.
Back to it.
Straight ahead handoff, number 15, touchdown. That was Colton Springer takes it in from the 2-yard line, and that was quick.
Very quick possession.
The one big pass play that completed that 147, and Union Mine takes it on a 67-yard drive, only about 5 plays on the possession, takes it in from 2.
I mean, those big plays can really let it up for you.
Something that Argonaut has not been able to do tonight, so they're on to attempt the extra point. 147 left to go. Snap. The kick is up. It is good. 147 left. Union Mine takes the lead, 21-14. We'll be back.
Great place of your membership by referring family and friends. Just like you, they can save a lot of money with a great rate and a lot of time at the dealership by going in with a pre-approval. Invite your family and friends to experience the difference today. Applying for an auto loan is easy with options including in-branch or online application and pre-approval. Visit them online at centralstatecu.org or call them at 444-5300. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by NCUA. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. The scoreboard shows 1 minute 47 seconds here left in the 3rd quarter. Diamondbacks now taking the lead again, 21-14. Diamondbacks set to kick off. Mustangs to recede. Jake Geedy, Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, guys.
All right, Eckhart, Saunders, And I believe that's McElfish back deep for the Mustangs, trailing now 21-14, still a one-possession game. Number 6. A little squib kick again. A little surprising there to me. And he breaks it on the outside and he gets across the 50-yard line. Now, I fail to understand the purpose of that when you have a good kicker to give your opposition, when you're up by a touchdown, a short field. I don't get it.
I think the only reason their coach is thinking is because it's taken Argonaut the march all the way down. Other than one big play off that outside, it's taken both teams even the march all the way down the field. So
why not make them do it again?
I think he's hoping something squeaks out and they can get some kind of interception again or a fumble. I mean, that's the only thing I'm thinking is that they're going to give him a little bit of time.
Hope and wish is not a plan.
Right. No. Well,
okay.
Hey.
Got a strong.
Need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. Scoreboard shows Union Mine Diamondbacks 21, Mustangs 14. Mustangs are in the red zone as we start this fourth quarter. Guys?
This opportunity and put 7 points on the scoreboard. They don't want to miss this. They had one other opportunity. They're inside the red zone. They came away with 0 points. Both teams have done that tonight. This would be an inopportune time, down by 7. Touchdown Mustangs.
Speed. He's got speed.
16-yard touchdown by Eck. Clock continues to run, 10:50 to go here in the game.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. Scoreboard shows 22-21 in favor of the Mustangs. Jake Geedy, Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson.
All right, we're back. You know, time clicking down, 8:23 left. Big possession, big drive here for Union Mine, trailing by 1 here. First down and 10 for the Diamondbacks. Owen under center. Motion's going to come from the left side. Owens wants to throw. He's looking. He's got wide open Smith. He catches it, gets across the 20-yard line, tackled almost immediately. Get down to about the 18-yard line. Gain of about 7 on the play. It'll be second down and 3. Wide open receiver on that, Joey.
Totally open in the flats there, and you can see it actually, if you can see it on the replay. McCracken, again, going up rather than staying back in his responsibility for the flats there. He stepped up because he saw someone cross his face. But, again, he's got to keep the respect back in the distance there, knowing that somebody might belly out on the outside of him.
Second down and 3 for Union Mine.
Oh, they got a step right there. I mean, that would have been a...
Oh, and directed traffic. Motion comes from the left-hand side
Ball's
of the field.
down.
Oh, fumble. He fumbled the snap. He was able to get back down on it. Loss of about a yard on the play. That'll set up a third down and 4. I think Owen just stepped out of that too quickly. He was trying to, I think the motion man was running a little hard, and he was wanted to give it to him on a fly sweep. And he had to hurry because he was going by him, and I think that's what caused the fumble. So third down, moving some players around here. Rapaz moves from the left over to the right side. Owens hands it off, cuts it inside. That's number 19, stopped short of the first down. It's going to set up a big play here at fourth down. That was Mason Matlack.
Oh, helmet came off on that one, actually, for the runner there, Matlack.
He's going to have to come out of the game. High school rules, if your helmet comes off, you have to sit out a play. Fourth down and 1. 6:20 and counting here to go in the ball game. Big play for the Argonaut defense right here. Fourth down, that three-back set again. Owen's going to hand it off. He's got the first down and more down to the, let's see where they spot it, just outside the 10-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 instead of 1st and goal. He spotted at the 11.
You know, Frank, they've come out with a lot of formations here, too. They really have. I mean, in the red zone, they've definitely been sticking to their traditional eye and to that almost wishbone-style three backs. But they've gone to shotgun, they've gone under center, they've gone into pistol. I mean, Union Mine has really spread the ball around in schemes.
First down and 10 for Union Mine. Smith goes into motion, handoff straight ahead, breaks a tackle, gets across inside the 5-yard line. Nice gain on the play. It'll be second down and about 3. They can get a first down without scoring the touchdown here.
Those boys from Union Mine are running mad.
Looks like they're going to spot it at the 5.
They're running mad.
So second down and 4. As I said, they can get to the 1-yard line and get a first down without scoring a touchdown. So second down and 4 for Union Mine. They're the three backs again, lined up side by side in the backfield. Which one are they going to give it to? They give it straight ahead to number 15. I think he's in for the touchdown. That's a touchdown, number 15, Colton Springer from 5 yards out. And Union Mine goes back on top. 27-22. Now it'll be interesting to see if they're going to go for 1 or 2 here.
Looks like they're going to be going for 2, actually. They're sending looks like they're sending Owens back out right now. Rapaz is on the field, but of course Rapaz is going to be on the field regardless.
It would actually surprise me if they didn't go back to that triple set.
Right.
They've had a lot of success there.
They've had a lot of success out of the lead from there.
They're not going to go to that set.
I believe they might have 12 men on right now, actually.
Now they're going to call a timeout. Timeout Union Mine before they attempt. The coach is not happy about that. 4:43 left to go. Union Mine will come back. They're going to go for a 2-point conversion. Fourth quarter action right after this.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here. 4 minutes and 43 seconds left in this ball game. 22-27 now in favor of Union Mine. Union Mine set up for a 2-point conversion. Jake Geedy, Joey Geedy, and Frank Halverson. Guys?
All right, 27-22. Union Mine leads it right now. They're going to go for 2. There was a little confusion when they came out. Union Mine coach wasn't happy. Had to call a timeout. I believe that it was his last timeout that he had available here to the second half. But probably well-timed. This is an important point after attempt right here for them to take it back to a 7-point game.
Looks like they go back to the offset I instead of that triple back formation. Pass.
Owens wants to throw, and he's got a wide open receiver that was batted down.
Bounced it to him.
Did it get batted, or did he bounce it?
Looks like he just bounced it to him. Looked like he was still going back off balance. Just bounced it over to him.
So that could
just on his
prove
back
to be
foot
the
there.
difference. No, it got knocked down. It got knocked down by number 27. I believe that was Austin Brooks. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And so Union Mine takes a 27-22 lead, 4:43 to go. You think he's going to pooch kick again?
If I was a betting man. But you know what? They came out, their last 2 kicks that they made, their last 2 kicks were pooch kicks too. Their first leadoff kick was obviously something deep, but then they just went straight back to those 2
but the
pooch
one
kicks.
before was 20 yards deeper than that
you
last one.
can make some sense of it, but the last one, there was no sense of it.
Because it kind of hit that hole right in between. Eckhart was able to pick it up at a bounce and get a nice return. But that last one, I don't know.
Again, yeah. Very bold choice.
All right, so Union Mine getting ready to kick off. They're leading this by 5, 4:43 to go here in the game.
And they go.
And they kick it deep into the end zone for a touchdown.
Oh,
no,
wow.
fielded at almost the goal line. I'm not sure I wouldn't have let that one fall. Tackled short of the 20 and a flag. I don't know what the flag was. If they called that for hitting the man when he was down because he slipped, that is an absolutely horrible call.
The block in the back.
Block in the back
Block
against
in the
Argonaut.
back.
That's going to back them up to the 10-yard line, inside the 10, I believe.
Well, now you almost wish you just kind of let it go.
Oh, boy. So now Argonaut has 90 yards to go. They have 4:38 to do it in. Trailing by 5. I believe the Mustangs do have a timeout left. Union Mine is out of timeouts. Davis from the shotgun. Davis is going to keep it going to the pitch, trying to get outside to Saunders. He's in trouble. He's going to be dropped for a loss on the play at about the 8-yard line. And the clock continues to run, and that play just was foiled from the beginning.
Again, the aggressiveness, just how aggressive that Union Mine defense has been all night. They haven't let up, too. Obviously, some big plays kind of squeak out there, but for the most part, they've been able to contain everything, especially on the outside.
How that ball gets placed back to the original line of scrimmage is beyond me. Anyway,
Hey.
2nd down and 10. Davis in the shotgun. Give it to Elmore trying to get around the left side. He gets stopped short. Now, is that short of the 10?
That one should be. Now we'll take a look. Also, Elmore there. Wow, little throwback to last season there. We had Elmore out there running the ball, too.
I missed that one. Eckhart, excuse me.
Yeah.
They both started with an E. But look at the defense there. Look at all the white jerseys there in the replay. I mean, they are sucked up. They're saying, you want to throw it? Throw it.
Yeah.
Show us you can do it.
Right.
Because they haven't tonight. And there are white jerseys stacked up on the line. 3rd down and 11 from inside the 10-yard line. And they need to pick up some yards here. They don't want to have a 4th down and 11. Davis wants to throw. He's in trouble. He throws incomplete. That'll set up a 4th down, and the ball game's going to come down to this. 3:03 left to go.
Whole lot of pressure from the inside there.
They're just coming. They're saying, if
Whole
you
lot of
can beat us
pressure.
throwing the ball, show me, because you haven't shown us tonight.
Give it to him. Jesse Flores coming on right now. Looks like they're going to punt that. Looks like they're going to punt that.
Oh, no way. Well, I guess you have to.
When you're this far back, you're this far back.
I guess you have
you're
to. You got to hope for a turnover.
Yeah.
You can't give them the ball. You can't win by turning the ball over on downs here at the 10-yard line.
No.
You can't.
No.
Something can happen. So they're going to punt it. Good
Boom.
kick. Oh, a
Dude,
booming
he's
pin.
got a great leg.
Union Mine had nobody back. Look at that ball roll all the way down to the 36-yard line. Clock continues to run. Now it is down. 2:49 left to go in the game. Union Mine's going to have it 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Great kick, but unfortunately, Argonaut, with one timeout left, one first down, pretty much seals this game.
Like an injured Mustang down on the field right now. Booming kick, though. I mean, he was all the way back in the end zone. I mean, that
was a huge kick.
That's all the way back to the 30.
Well,
like
they only measure it
line.
from the 10, but still.
Right.
You know, that's 54 yards.
Yeah, yeah. It was a great kick. It really was. Good hang time, too.
So Union Mine will have it 1st and 10, 2:49 to go, leading by 5 points. Argonaut has one timeout left. And Union Mine is one first down away from being able to run this clock out.
We'll see what defensive coordinator Andrew Stevens has got for the Mustang defense right now.
Well, we'll see. Union Mine comes out 1st and 10, knowing they just need to hold on to the football. Owen under center, handoff straight ahead. Nice gain on the play up across the 40-yard line. Argonaut's going to have to think about using that timeout pretty quick.
And you know what? At this point for Union Mine, it's just two hands on the ball. Do not turn it over. Do not let that ball turn over.
Yeah, I don't know how long that Coach Davis can wait to use that timeout, because without a turnover, this game's over.
Right.
Okay, so I don't understand why he didn't call it right there. Clock's down to 2:16. I mean, you need to hope that you're going to force them to pass and you get incompletion to stop the ball, but you cannot let 45 seconds run off the clock. Hit right away after a short gain. Nice job right there by number 14 for Argonaut. That's Caleb McElfish. Now he calls it, but just way too much time run off that clock. Oh no, I'm not even sure he called it. There's an injury, so they got an extra time out there, if you will. But I don't know what you're saving it for, Coach.
Well,
Coach?
See, that's the thing. See, at this point, I'm thinking the only reason that he would want to keep it going is because he's still on this side of the 50. So if you're still on this side of the 50, you still are within scoring-ish more distance down.
You can stop the clock if you've got the ball. If you don't have the ball, it doesn't matter. Right? So he's let a minute run off the clock now.
But he's more confident on this side. He's more confident on that side of the field if he gets the ball back. Now, only if he gets the ball back.
He's only getting the ball back if he turns the ball over.
Right.
Okay? So stop the clock. Let your defense get set. Figure out what you're going to do. Talk about it. Talk to your players. There's no reason to keep that timeout in your pocket.
Right.
None, zero.
But I think he's still trying to bait him on – I think they're still trying to bait the other team into a pass and into messing up a pass and into incompletion and finishing it off. But we've seen it all day. They can just march it straight down. I mean, they are going to be able to get their 3-4 yards every single
So you're saying to use the timeout for offense? That's the only time you can control the clock. You can't control the clock on defense.
Again, I would not. Again, not me. I'm just going through it. I'm going through it. I'm trying to think of everything and pull all I can because, again, I'm stumped on it too.
You can control the clock on offense. You can't control it on defense. You need to save that time. The clock's running right now. There's a minute 35 left in this football game.
They're back to that tight set.
Third down. Oh, big penetration on the right side. Oh, but he breaks it loose. He's going to be stopped short of the first down. Clock continues to run. Now there's a whistle.
Again, that's that tight flex bone sweep. Now, we saw it on the last time. Argonaut knows how to defend that
now
play.
Is called the timeout. A minute 19 left. Union Mine is going to punt for the first time tonight. I'm sure they will. I don't know.
They've got 2 yards.
I saw a team last week that absolutely didn't believe in punting. They gave the ball over at their own 40-yard line 5 times last week.
Well,
that was that coach from Texas. That says punting.
I was going to say
the percentages just don't make sense, right?
You see it all over Facebook, and they talk about the statistics of punting. The statistics of punting don't work.
Well, I know.
But
as I saw Calavera score touchdown after touchdown and touchdown, starting from a 37-yard field. That's all I know.
Shortens up the field way too much for him, right?
So anyway, 4th down, minute 19 left to go in the game. Good ball game tonight. Union Mine leads 27-22. Union Mine's got a good football team. The Mustangs, win or lose here, have nothing to be ashamed of.
This has been a tough game. This has been a very back. And again, the possession number has been down. Really not that many changes of possession.
No, there really hasn't. Both teams turned the ball over once. They're going to go for it.
Well, they've got that triple back formation again. That's what they've been relying on in the red zone.
Stop short.
Stuffed.
You know what? I absolutely must not know anything about football.
Hey, well.
Why the hell would you do that?
I was like, I don't get it either. You could pin him back at the 10-yard line.
I don't care if you kick it 20 yards and pin him back at the 25.
Well,
it's better than giving them the ball at your own 45.
Let's go back to the decision of the squib kick right over there, where Argonaut was able to march it just down again. Again, a bold choice, Cotton, and it did not play out for him.
Minute 15 left to go. Argonaut is 45 yards out from winning this football game. They have no timeouts. I absolutely don't understand what I just saw. Davis wants to throw. He's rolling to the left. He throws. It's complete. It's going to be right close to the first down marker. They're not going to give him the first down, so the clock continues to run. And it is. Hurries to the line. He spikes the ball to stop the clock. 1:03 left. It's going to be 2nd down. It'll be 3rd down now and 1. A 1:03 left.
And again, that pass to the outside, I think it was completed to Phage. If he'd have just stayed standing, I mean, he had plenty of room to go as well. Wide open man.
All right, it should be 3rd down. The line marker only shows 2nd, but the pass was 1st down. That spike was 2nd down. It's 3rd down right now and 1. Now they're whistling because they're going to change that. It's 3rd down. I know that for a fact.
Should be.
I don't know why they didn't punt, but I know that it's 3rd down. Davis in the shotgun. He's looking. He's looking right. He's going deep. It's well overthrown, and it's intercepted at the 5-yard line. And God, you just got to be smarter than that. I mean, I know you're trying, but, I mean, you just don't throw it to somebody that's double covered.
They took the poke, and it just didn't play out.
So Davis throws his 2nd interception of the night, an INT, and that'll do it. 57 seconds left here as Union Mine takes over, leading this one 27-22. I'm pretty sure that's going to be your final. You know, he had another down he could have lived for, they only needed a yard to stop the clock.
Right.
Stop the clock, get a fresh set of downs, then take those shots. I only call the game as I see them. I don't coach them. I don't call the plays on the sidelines. I just sit here and give you my opinion. So whatever that's worth. But get a first down, get a fresh set of downs, stop the clock as the chains move, and live to see another day. And punt the football. I don't know.
You mind just taking that knee now?
I must be getting too old. What's that old saying? There's a whole lot of things they didn't tell me when I hired on with his outfit. All right, the clock is running. I'm not even sure they need to run a play here. I think they'll kneel down one time, and that'll be the end of the game.
That should call
They
it.
did it, and that'll do it. 25 seconds and running. So that'll do it. Good football game here tonight between the Union Mine Diamondbacks and the Argonaut Mustangs. Final score, Union Mine 27, your Argonaut Mustangs 22. We'll be back with our post-game wrap right after this.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma and Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma and Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma and Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
Remember when going for a walk around the block was easy and pain-free? Future you is ready to feel like that again. Mark Twain Medical Center's orthopedic experts are with you throughout the process, from first consultation to your last physical therapy session, so you can get back to living without joint pain, and future you can wander far and wide. Visit marktwainmedicalcenter.org/orthopedics. Mark Twain Medical Center. Hello, human kindness. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. Scoreboard shows final. Union Mine 27, Argonaut Mustangs 22. Good hard-fought ball game. We're here with the post-game wrap-up. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Jake Geedy, and the play of the game is up and ready whenever you're ready, guys.
All right, well, we'll get to that in a minute once we get through that. But, you know, pretty good football game tonight for Argonaut, their opener. They came in against a good team. This Union Mine football team is not the Union Mine we saw in 1918. This is a pretty good football team. And I think Argonaut, you know, you never feel good about a loss. However, there's a lot of good takeaways from this first game of the year that I think, you know, are some positives that they can build on going forward for the rest of the season.
No, definitely, and we could really see, especially too, in the lack of possessions. I mean, the fact that the ball didn't turn over as much. You know, the possession stayed over, only 2 punts in the entire game?
Yeah.
You know, that was a really incredible job, not only by the offenses just kind of marching the ball down the field, but defense is holding them in there too. I mean, really kind of keeping the offenses kind of stuck in their spots, wasting all that time almost keeping them down. So that's really great keys. Again, going back to that Union Mine offensive line, what a push. Just kind of an unrelenting force that Argonaut front just really couldn't handle the sheer mass and just push of those guys on that Union Mine line.
You know, you talk about there weren't many punts, and you look about how this game started. So Argonaut took the opening kickoff, and they got one first down, and then they had to punt. Mm-hmm. Right, so they turned it over and down. Union Mine took their first possession, started at the 36-yard line, drove the ball down 64 yards, finished on a 19-yard Owens to repass pass at a 4:33 mark. So we'd gone 8 minutes in the first quarter. Both teams had only had one possession, mm-hmm. and Union Mine scores, and that's what the score at the end of the quarter, 7-7.
Right.
Each team had one possession. So then in the second quarter started, Argonaut gets it. They make a nice drive. They move all the way down, and they throw the interception. Union Mine gets it, has a nice drive. They fumble the football. Okay, so each team has one more possession there. Or I guess it was Union Mine fumble, then the Argonaut interception. Then Union Mine gets it back. They drive all the way down to the 10-yard line. Time runs out.
They get stuffed up. Well, they got even further. They got in within the 10. I mean, they were within first and goal there for a little bit. They got up probably about to the 6-yard line, then kept getting pushed back. They got the one penalty. I think it might have been a hold or something. Sent them back another 5, and then from there, Argonaut was able to stuff that line, and they didn't send anything to the outside.
So, in the whole first half, Argonaut had 3 possessions. Union Mine had 3 possessions. Halftime ended 7-7.
Right.
Union Mine comes out. They had won the toss. They deferred. They take the opening kickoff. They go on a 67-yard drive, finished off with a 2-yard touchdown pass. But they ate up 6 minutes of the quarter to take a 14-7 lead. And that's the way the night went as the clock continued to go. So then Argonaut gets it back, and they make a nice drive, and they had it. And let's listen to what happened next. Pitch coming around the left side. He's got some room around the corner. He's got the 30. He's got the 10. Knocked down just inside the 5-yard line. Great job by 15.
That was 15. Eckhart again. He's got speed. He's got that edge.
Eckhart took the pitch and ran around the outside. We're going to make that our call of the game right there. That's the Melon Phase BG Lounge call of the game. Eckhart around the corner all the way up to the 2-yard line for a big gain.
And the only thing keeping him out of the end zone was drawing a horse collar tackle. Actually,
yeah, and the horse collar tackle is called, so that'll be half the distance of the goal. But it'll be a 28-yard gain on the play by Eckhart. So Eckhart takes it around the corner on the pitch, takes it 28 yards all the way down to the 2-yard line. They're able to, McElfish is able to punch it in. That ties the game at 14. So Union Mine gets it back. They drive down on a nice drive and finish that off with a 2-yard touchdown by Springer. And at 1:47 to go in the third quarter, they take a 21-14 lead. That's how the third quarter ended. Then Argonaut comes out, and they go on a nice drive of their own, and they end up on a 16-yard touchdown by Eckhart. They go for the kick. They fumble the snap. Davis picks it up, throws it to Phage for the 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden, Argonauts, they had 22-21 for the first time of the night. And it looks like, so you think there's a chance, right?
Yeah.
So 22-21, they take the lead. Well, Union Mine then gets the ball back with good field position. At their kickoff return, they started at the 45-yard line. They drive down, and they end up with a 5-yard touchdown by Springer, and at 4:43 left to go in the contest, take a 27-22 lead. They went for 2. They did not make it. So Argonaut was only down by 5 points at that time, 27-22. Argonaut gets good field position after the return from the 36-yard line. No timeouts left. Time running out. 1:53, I believe, when they get the ball back, because Union Mine went for it on 4th down, right, and didn't punt.
Still over 2 minutes. About 2:06 left in the.
They didn't punt, and so they got it on. Argonaut got it on the Union Mine side of the field. They ran a play, gained 9 yards. They spiked the ball to stop the clock. So they had it 3rd down and 1. They go for the long pass. It's intercepted down at the 10-yard line. Union Mine runs it out. Final score, Union Mine 27, Argonaut 22. Good football game.
Great football game. It was back and forth the entire time. And again, just like I had said earlier from the JV game, the intensity was there pretty much the entire time from both teams. So really, really well fought. And I think that, it's a big testament to the coaching too, and especially, coming off of the year that all these kids had, the fact that they were able to, just get out here and have some fun doing it. So I'm happy about that.
Well, it's great for the fans. It's great for the team. It's great for the students. It's great for everybody to be back to some sort of normal, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'll call it, some sort of normal.
Sort of normal.
We're not really sure what normal is, but
Right.
It's some sort of normal, right? So anyway, we're going to call it our player of the game, our Jamba Juice player of the game, we're going to give that to Colby Eckhart. Eckhart had an outstanding game. He had a touchdown in the first quarter. He played a big part on the defense, played great on offense. Our player of the game, Colby Eckhart. Our Jamba Juice player of the game, Colby Eckhart. What do you think?
I think so.
That's good.
2 touchdowns, and, I mean, all the tackles on the other side, too. I mean, fantastic. And, again, you cannot beat that kid's speed around the edge.
Yeah, and he showed it tonight getting around that corner. So that'll do it for us here from Dan Barnett Field. The Argonaut Mustangs go down in a tight one, 27-22. Next week, we will be at Calaveras, where Calaveras takes on the Ripon Christian Indians. I guess they wouldn't be called the Indians. Ripon Christian something. But Knights, maybe.
Knights.
Ripon Christian
Knights.
Knights. Went a long way in the playoffs 2 years ago. Ripon Christian, a good football team.
Yeah.
We'll get a chance to see them. Calaveras took a tough loss last night, 41-0 against Escalon. That's where we're going to be next week. Thanks for joining us, our crew. Joey, it was a pleasure working with you tonight. Jake, of course, we had Teresa on the camera, Jim back in the studio. It was a family affair, and then you just throw me into the mix, and I don't know what the hell, whatever. But we're glad you joined us. I hope you enjoyed it. We enjoyed ourselves. We look forward to next week. I hope you're there with us. Good night, everyone.
Remember when going for a walk around the block was easy?